Good evening, everybody. Calling to order the meeting of the ZBA for March 15th, 2022. Roll call, we've got Mr. White, Mr. Thompson, me, Mrs. Honay, Mr. Bush, and Mr. Johnson, and representing the township, we've got Mr. Laddie and Mr. Smith. All right, next thing on the agenda is Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Bush, would you like to start us off? If you can stand up.
We're going to get you up first.
Okay, I'm up.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Next item is approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion? Any changes to the agenda, Mr. Smith?
None. Move for approval.
All right, we've got a motion by Mr. Bush, supported by
Support.
Mr. Thompson. Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next item is approval of the minutes. Yes, from October 26th. Crazy. I didn't see any corrections or anything, so somebody, can I make a motion to approve? All right, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Okay. Motion by Mrs. Honay, second by Mr. Johnson. All those in favor signify by saying yay. Yay.
Aye. Yes.
All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Next item is public comment. Do we have anybody wishing to address the board this evening? No, so we will move on. Any additional correspondence?
None.
All right, no old business. We get to new business. ZBA case 22-001, the variance for rear yard setback for an accessory building. The applicant is Vinyl Sash. They are requesting 19 feet proposed where 50 feet is required. Do we have a representative? Come on up and state your name and address for the record, please.
Robert Bloss, 13550 Winwood Parkway in Fenton.
And we've got packets of your information that was submitted. Do you have, you can make a small presentation or add any additional information?
No, the only thing I have to say is I look at some of the places along Fenton Road between Maple and Hill Road, and 90% of them have nothing like 50 feet between the property behind them and the businesses that they've put up in there. Most of them are right on the property line. And basically, we want to stay away from that. In fact, we're going to be like 37 feet from the existing garage that goes with the house that was split off on this right here. So,
Does anybody have any questions? No questions at this time from the board? Okay. Mr. Smith, do you want to go over your report?
Thank you. Case number 22-001, 1038 Harding Street for Vinyl Sash, currently zoned neighborhood commercial. Parcel number 12-06-553-306. The property, like stated, was 1038 Harding Street. The parcel is approximately 99 by 109. The zoning for the surrounding properties is R4 single family, except to the west is ZC or NC neighborhood commercial. The vacant acreage at 1038 Harding Street is being split off from the house and combined with the existing Vinyl Sash parcel that fronts Fenton Road. The split combination has already been approved by the Grand Blanc Township department heads and is awaiting final approval from Genesee County Land Records. Vinyl Sash would like to construct an accessory building for an additional storage on the vacant property that fronts Harding Street. The ordinance requires that an accessory structure have a rear setback of 50 feet from a residentially zoned parcel. Applicant is seeking a 31-foot rear setback variance where 50 foot is required. The variance is required due to the property abutting a residential zone piece of property. The standards for considering a variance are practical difficulty, a unique situation that's not self-created, substantial justice, minimum variance necessary, and compliance with other township laws. The township would recommend for approval in this case based on the following items. The requested variance meets the spirit and intent of the ordinance, and the accessory building will be set back farther from the rear lot line than if it was in a residential zoned area.
Yeah, thank you. Anybody have any questions, Mr. Smith? You guys are awful quiet tonight. I know you have something to say, Mr. Bush.
I can, if you want me to. I'm just going to have the applicant point out, if you look at the map that we have, it shows 1038, which is highlighted in blue. I believe that's the piece of property that was split.
Correct,
And
that's,
I believe the applicant, you own that house behind there?
Yes.
That's behind the red line.
Yes.
So that was something that came up at the planning commission, and I just wanted to share that with the board, that the applicant does own that or rents it out. So he assured us that there's definitely no problem with the neighbors.
All right.
Follow-up question then. What about the neighbors across the street on Jefferson? 1027, 1035, and 1045? No concerns?
I can tell you a little bit about that because I tried to buy that property for the last 10 years. The owner of the property at this point lives in Texas. His parents lived in the house, and they've since passed away. And we've been trying to make a deal for years. He wants payments, and I want to write a check. And I said, I'm not going to do payments, and that's where it ended up. A real estate guy that I dealt with on this property here tried to reach out to him and make a deal, but never got done as of a couple of months ago. So, but there's nobody living in that house. It is a total tear down as far as the house part of it. The house hasn't been lived in 20 years. The garage is pretty nice. It sits right next to my building. But the house itself has got water in the basement, and it's very bad.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, just so everybody's aware too, this is going to be set back off that, would be the house's rear setback, but it would be technically his side setback, 10 feet. If it was residential, we only require 3 on the rear and 3 on the side setback. So this is even gonna be set back even farther from that property line if it was residential.
That's what. Perfect.
Okay. Anybody else have any other questions?
I do not.
Okay. Entertain a motion then?
Was there anybody, I know you said you called for public comment, but is there anybody that wants to speak?
Oh, you're right, yep. Yep, we will go out for a public. Gentlemen, if you'd like to take a seat, yeah, if anybody here is, wants to make a comment on this particular case, you can speak now. All right, hearing none, we'll close public comment. Thank you, Ms. Ferretti. It's been a few months.
I'll make the motion to approve 22-001 for 1038 Harding.
Okay, we got a motion by Mr. Johnson. Do we have support?
I'll second it.
By Mr. White. All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. All right, we got your motion to approve. Thank you very much.
Yep, thank you. Okay, perfect. Awesome, thank you.
All right, committee reports. We have anything else going on? You have anything else to add for planning commission, Mr. Bush?
No, I don't. Thank you.
All right. Nothing else, gentlemen?
Just so everybody's aware, on Grand Blanc Road, where they're clearing some trees, developer is looking to bring in condos / apartments. He haven't quite figured it out yet, but where they're clearing a lot of trees right now. That's gonna be a new development coming soon. I have site plans already in my office, and we're just, should be coming before planning commission or site plan review committee here in the next 30 to 60 days.
Grand Blanc and what?
Grand Blanc and Fenton. The old Jablonski property where they were gonna put a assisted living on the north side of the road.
Okay. Anybody else have anything else to add?
Do we have a meeting next month?
As of right now, no, but it's a later meeting, so it's the end of, would be April 26th, so I usually require 30 days beforehand to get on the agenda, so they've got till March 26th. But as of today, I have nothing for next month, but that could change tomorrow.
Okay. All right, hearing no additional comments, we'll have a motion to adjourn.
So move.
All right, Mr. Thompson, supported by
Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. We are adjourned
So,
at
for the minutes next month,
6:40.
or maybe following month. I'm gonna work in somehow that this 9 minutes was a record. So we're gonna keep that.
I think we hit one about this last summer too.
That's right.
There was, I'm
There was
trying
a
to
quick
remember when it was right around 8 or 10 minutes.
Well, I feel like we should